5 parents walked into court believing excuses would protect them and help them escape paying what they owed. But the moment Judge Vonda B started asking questions, money secrets, weak stories, and hard truths came crashing out, and every case ended worse than they ever expected.
Miss Alma, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, we are currently divorced, and he's paying me child support. And lately, he's been doing a lot of extra, he's a bartender, and he's been doing a lot of extra parties for professional sports figures and making a lot more money than what he previously admitted to when we first got our divorce. He's making like around an extra $5,000 a month in tips.
All right, guys, brace yourselves for this one, because what starts as a routine child support case quickly turns into a full-blown reality check. We've got a mother of 3 claiming her ex is hiding income while living a flashy lifestyle around celebrities. And then, wait for it, the father doesn't even deny it. The real question is, how long can someone underpay their responsibilities before the court steps in hard? Because what unfolds here is a judge who's not buying excuses at all.
From his bartending gigs. And I just feel like with 3 kids, we need to increase the child support. And he's not agreeing with me on that.
Well, if what you're saying is true, I would agree with you too. We need to increase that child support amount. And you said how many children?
3.
You said about $5,000 a month. And I have documents up here from your most recent court order. $500 a month?
Yes.
For 3 children?
For 3 children.
Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
No, I just think that...
Right here, the judge locks in on the numbers, and this is where things start to unravel fast. 3 kids and only $500 a month? That alone raises eyebrows. But once the additional $5,000 income comes into play, this isn't just a disagreement anymore. This becomes a legal imbalance. Child support isn't optional. It's calculated based on income and responsibility. And if those numbers were underreported before, this case is about to correct that quickly. Would you say $500 is fair for 3 kids in today's world?
Reason, you're not supporting your children more. And first off, is what she's saying true?
Well,
what does that mean?
Sort of, it's, yes, I do bartend for, for some celebrities sometimes.
So the answer is yes, that what she said is true, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And, but, I mean, they have done good so far. I thought $500 would be good. I mean, they have been doing great. I mean...
You think $500 is enough to raise children and you're making an additional $5,000 a month?
Well,
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I clothes, from time to time. That helps them,
That's
and,
called parenting.
Backpacks.
Parenting.
Laptops.
Parenting.
Yes, Your Honor. And, I mean, honestly, being a bartender, my income is not fixed. So, I'm always saving for a rainy day. That's why I don't want to part with a lot of my money, my savings. I want to keep some of that money for the future and
your children's future.
This moment right here is critical because the entire case flips on one word: yes. He admits he's making more money, and legally, that changes everything. But then comes the justification: irregular income, saving money, rainy day. Thinking. Here's the problem: courts don't prioritize savings over child support. If income increases, even through tips or side gigs, it must be accounted for. So now the question becomes, is he being financially cautious or just avoiding responsibility?
Well, true, but I mean...
Yeah, I've got 3 kids.
Well,
Works
we got
both ways.
3 kids. I mean, we got them.
Well, it feels like I have 3 kids, since you're not really doing a
them
part.
from time to time. I was there last month. I took them for the entire weekend. And
Oh, you took them for one weekend. You took your children for one long weekend.
Yes, ma'am.
Parenting.
Yes.
Right.
My
You're
job...
not going to get a medal for that. That's what you should do as a parent. You should take your children backpacks. You should buy them laptops. You should buy their clothes. That's what a parent does. And that's not even a good parent. That's basic parenting. Good parenting goes above and beyond those things that I just said. You haven't said anything about going above and beyond. And based on what she's saying, these children are with her most of the time. Do you think about how her expenses increase with your children always being with her $500? That's probably
And this is where the judge completely dismantles his argument. Taking your kids for one weekend, buying them clothes, that's not going above and beyond. That's the bare minimum. The court draws a very clear line here. Parenting isn't occasional, it's consistent. And when one parent carries the daily burden, financial support must reflect that reality. The judge isn't just correcting him, she's redefining what real responsibility looks like. Do you think doing the basics is enough to call yourself a good parent?
For the celebrity parties, I have to work extra hours and so man.
You haven't said anything that moved me. You just gave a bunch of excuses, quite frankly. You didn't deny anything that she just said. So you are in agreement that you're making about $5,000 a month for these private parties, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. And it is true that these children are on Medicaid, correct? And you only have 3 children?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to modify your child support today, Mr. Alma. It's the right thing to do. You're gonna have to pull from that savings that you're saving for yourself and start saving for these children's future, as well as taking care of them monthly. You got it? All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to base your child support off of that $5,000 a month, which will put your salary.
At this point, the judge has heard enough, and notice what happens next. No denial, no solid defense, just excuses. And in court, that's a losing strategy every time. Once he confirms that extra $5,000 income, the judge now has legal grounds to recalculate everything. This isn't punishment, it's adjustment based on truth. And just like that, his financial reality is about to change significantly. This is exactly why honesty in financial disclosures matters in court.
Around $60,000. Like I said, gross is $5,000. That brings your net down to $4,101.87. Do you have any other children outside of these 3?
No, ma'am. That's the only children that I have.
Okay, all right. And then I'm going to do 9% of your gross for the reimbursement to Medicaid, which comes out to about $450. Do you have access to private health insurance? Can someone at one of these private parties get you some health insurance for these children? Well, I would suggest that you do, because I think that you can find health insurance a lot cheaper than $450, okay? So $450 plus your monthly child support obligation comes out to $1,680 a month. Okay? You have any questions about that?
No, I understand.
Okay, it's the right thing to do. So I would hope you do understand. You have 3 kids. You have to take care of them beyond backpacks and everything that we've already discussed. Mom needs some assistance too, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed. Thank you. You're welcome.
So in the end, the judge increases his obligation to $1,680 a month, plus additional responsibility toward healthcare. That's more than triple what he was paying before, and legally, it reflects his true earning capacity. The takeaway here is simple. You can't downplay your income when your children depend on it. The court will always prioritize the well-being of the kids over personal convenience or savings. Now I want to hear from you. Did the judge get this right, or was the increase too harsh? If this case made you think, drop your opinion below, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns.
Mr. Bridges, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I found out that she has a little bit more money, and I wanted a little bit more for the child.
Okay, how old is the child?
12.
How did you find out she had more money?
The child told me.
What? You asked the child, or the child told you?
Oh, the child told me. Came back from visiting with her and is like, more money.
What? Where did he say this money came from?
He didn't tell me. He kind of only heard little bits. I think it's from the life insurance policy that she has, and only way I think of that is if she got a loan. Oh.
Ma'am.
He's lying.
Ma'am, when I get to you, you'll have your opportunity to speak, okay? So, the child said life insurance?
All right, guys, brace yourselves. Because what starts as a routine child support hearing is about to spiral into something unbelievable. We've got a father standing in court claiming financial stress, but what he admits next completely flips the narrative. This isn't just about money, It's about priorities, responsibility, and a decision that might instantly destroy his credibility. The judge is listening closely, and trust me, she's not buying what he's selling. So the real question is, did he just sabotage his own case before it even began?
Yeah, they said something about like life, so I'm guessing it's a life insurance policy, and the only way to really do something with that.
When did he tell you this?
Wait. Hold on one second, sir. Yes, let me let you know how this goes, okay? I do all the question asking. You address me. Do not address each other. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Now, is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
I mean, the child did tell me what he believes she was using it for.
What did he say she was using it for? Because I think that matters.
No.
Purses?
Purses?
Yes.
Purses? What kind of like the table there?
I don't know purses, so I can't say. I just know that he said Mama's got new purses.
Oh, okay. So Mama, tell me about these purses.
What? I'm an interior designer, so I have to make sure that I match with everything I wear.
Okay, and you have to make sure that you have the money to buy that, right?
Well, I go bargain shopping.
Okay.
Right here is where everything starts falling apart. He openly admits he quit a $95,000 job not because he had to, but because he thought it would lower his child support. That's a massive legal miscalculation. Courts don't reward intentional unemployment. They often treat it as bad faith. And notice the judge's tone shift. She's no longer just asking questions, she's testing his logic. Would you risk your credibility like this just to reduce payments?
There's a lot of good purses out there, but I go shopping for my son too, so, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's saying.
So you're saying that your son didn't tell him that you took money out of a life insurance policy?
No.
Well,
no,
let me ask you
I don't
this.
think so.
Did you take money out of a life insurance policy? It's
Maybe.
a yes or no. It's not an
Yes, I
Okay,
did.
so he was not lying then. You called him a liar. He's not lying about that. You took money out. How much did you take out?
$30,000.
$30,000 out of a life insurance policy to buy purses? What kind of purses are you buying?
A lot of purses.
Like what? What kind of bag is that?
It's a Michael Kors.
Okay, you know what? You obviously came here to waste my time.
Now this is where it gets uncomfortable. He admits he travels the world with his girlfriend, but not with his kids. That contradiction hits hard. Financial hardship or selective spending? From a legal standpoint, this weakens his entire argument because it shows he has the capacity to spend, just not on obligations. And emotionally, it raises a deeper question. What matters more here, freedom or responsibility?
You did. As an interior designer, how much money are you making?
I'm not making
That was not my question. As an interior designer, how much money are you making?
$60,000.
$60,000. So you took out a loan against a life insurance policy. That's half of what you make as an interior designer. And you did it to buy bags. You didn't do it to spend on this child. Who does the child live with?
Him.
Child lives with him. And has she given you any money additionally for the child?
No.
Ma'am,
I've given
what do
him
you have
some.
to say about that?
The judge has heard enough, and now comes the reality check. She calls it exactly what it is, an attempt to manipulate the system. In family law, intent matters, and quitting a job to dodge support is a major red flag. But what really lands is her statement. You didn't disrespect the court. You disrespected your children. That's not just legal judgment, that's moral accountability. Do you think he realized the damage at this moment? Start.
He's lying. Puro mentiras. You're just lying.
I don't even know what you just said, so I'm not going to even entertain it. Let's talk about the monies, okay? So at $60,000, I'm going to calculate your gross for that. And I'm also going to calculate that gross for that $30,000 that you have. Where is that money housed right now?
It's in my account somewhere.
So, don't play with me. In your account somewhere. In like a bank account sitting? You're not doing anything with it?
It's somewhere safe where he don't need to be touching it.
You know what? Well, he's there because I'm getting ready to do these numbers. The $60,000 a year, I have your gross at $4,800. Your net for that is $3,935.18. Then on that $30,000 that you have in a safe place, the gross is $2,500. I have your net, let me make sure this is right, $2,144.60.
Now the numbers come into play, and they don't lie. Despite quitting, the court calculates support based on his earning potential, not his current income. That's called imputed income, and it prevents exactly this kind of loophole. So instead of relief, he's locked into the same obligation. And when he talks about savings while funding luxury trips, that contradiction seals the outcome. At this point, was there any way he could have recovered?
53 cents. Total net of $6,079.81. Who carries health insurance for the child?
I do.
Okay, how much is health insurance?
About 120.
120, okay. Is that for you and the child or for the child only?
Child only.
Okay, child only. And I see here you did not ask for medical reimbursement. I'm just going to have you continue that coverage, okay? You continue the coverage for that. And then at a later date, we may entertain reimbursement for her or today, okay?
Understood.
So, net $6,079.81. That bring your child support amount to $1,215.97.
I mean, ugh.
You have anything else to say? You want to tell me about some more money you have in a safe place so I can make that child support amount go up?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you don't have anything further then, I'm guessing, right?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have anything further, Mr. Bridges?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, well, you all are dismissed.
Start 4023, end 5035. And just like that, it's over. Request denied, no reduction, no sympathy. The judge makes it clear that child support isn't optional, and it's not something you can gain by walking away from a paycheck. This case becomes a perfect example of how courts prioritize the child over excuses, strategy, or manipulation. In the end, the ruling wasn't just about money, it was about accountability. So what do you think? Was the judge too harsh or exactly right? If this case surprised you, drop your thoughts below, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama.
Mr. Navarro,
Hello.
did I pronounce your name correctly?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You brought this case before the court?
That's correct.
Okay. What's going on?
So basically, she didn't show up today, as you can see. I'm used to that. 2 kids. I'm actually making $95,000 a year. I've recently quit my job in hopes that maybe you might be able to help me relieve some of the stress of affording a higher child support bill.
Did you really just come in here and say that?
Well, I mean, I thought that would be, I thought that was what people do.
No, that is what people try to do, but I definitely don't do that.
Well, from my understanding, I thought that...
Alright guys, brace yourselves for what's about to unfold. This case starts off like a simple child support dispute, but within seconds, it takes a sharp turn into something much deeper. A father walks into court claiming the mother has hidden money, and the source? A life insurance policy. Now that alone raises eyebrows, but wait until you hear what that money was allegedly spent on. We're talking about priorities, truth, and accountability, all colliding in real time. So the question is, who's really being honest here?
That was something that I had the opportunity and the option of doing. I mean, obviously, if I'm not making a certain amount of money anymore, then I should be able to have a less of a, child support payment.
Okay, well, let's have a conversation.
Okay.
You quit your job.
Correct.
Making $95,000 a year.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you go out of town on trips with the kids?
Yeah, I do a lot of traveling, sometimes.
That wasn't my question. Do you do a lot of travel?
No, it's mostly me and my girlfriend.
Where do you and your girlfriend go?
We go, well, it's, all over the world, let's just say that. We do all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of stuff. Like what? Tell me some of the places that you
trips
got
to
to
our,
go.
Trips to, I've been to Africa the past year. Europe. I love water, things of that nature. Beautiful mother.
The judge immediately takes control, and that matters more than you might think. By shutting down interruptions and demanding direct answers, she's establishing courtroom authority early. This isn't just about discipline. It ensures clarity and prevents emotional chaos from clouding facts. But notice something else. The father is leaning heavily on what the child said, which is risky because courts don't rely on hearsay without verification. So now the tension builds. Will this claim actually hold up under pressure?
Nature, sightseeing and things of that.
Oh, that is wonderful. No. So who pays for your girlfriend to go?
I do.
You pay for your girlfriend. Wait a minute, let me
Yes.
get this straight. Mr. Navarro.
Yes.
You made $95,000 a year.
I did. I don't know anymore.
You did. You quit intending that I would reduce your child support, but yet you've gone to Africa and Europe and you've taken your girlfriend and you paid for her to go as well?
Yes.
And you have not taken either of your children, that's correct?
No, that's true. I've taken them on one trip to Disney World and we had a blast. Yeah.
No, that's not how this works.
And here it is, the turning point. The mother denies everything until the judge asks the one question that matters. Did you take money out of the life insurance policy? That hesitation and sudden shift say everything. She admits to taking $30,000, and instantly, credibility becomes the biggest issue in the room. Because once trust cracks in court, every word after that gets questioned. Would you have come clean sooner or tried to hold the line?
Okay.
So yeah, no. Although she is not here today, because she was served, she should have been here today.
I understand. That doesn't help my case?
No, that does not help your case, because you came in this courtroom and said that you made $90,000 a year and you intentionally quit with the hopes that you would come to court today and I would just, that's not how this works.
It's not.
You're a guy. If you were not a guy, I would call you, I would tell you by Felicia.
Yeah.
Because that's just ridiculous.
I completely understand where you're coming from.
Obviously you don't, because you are trying to make a mockery of this courtroom.
I meant no disrespect to you, and that was not my intention.
Oh no, you didn't disrespect me. You disrespected your children.
Okay.
Now this is where things escalate fast. The judge connects the dots. $30,000 withdrawn, and not for the child, but for luxury items like designer purses. Legally, that's a problem because child support cases revolve around the child's best interest, not personal lifestyle upgrades. And emotionally, this hits hard. A parent spending large sums while the other carries the burden raises serious red flags. So ask yourself, does this reflect poor judgment or something deeper?
You are wanting to get a reduction in child support so you can continue to take, what's your girlfriend name?
Melissa.
So you can take Melissa on rendezvous,
Yes,
right?
yes.
No, that's not what's
It's
getting ready to
not
happen.
it's not just that. It's there's other things that I would like to do. I would like to spend more time with my kids. If she were here, then I would be able to.
When were you going to spend more time with your kids? Because she doesn't have to be here for you to do that.
Well, yeah, but I have to have. There's not a good communication skill between the two of us.
There's obviously not a good communication between us because actually, let's see. Do you work a second job at all?
No,
Or
I do
your income
not.
is still
No,
$95,000?
no, I've actually been very well blessed to be able to save my money, and so the things that I have now.
Mr. Navarro,
Yes.
you're giving me a heart attack up here, okay?
Okay.
You're giving me a heart attack
I
up
don't
here.
understand how. I can't even.
You're saving money.
Yes.
But you're going to Europe and Africa, so you're saving money. Where y'all going next? Aruba?
Well, I have money saved for the kids.
No. Okay.
Watch how the judge shifts gears into calculation mode. This is pure legal precision. She's breaking down income, assets, and even that hidden $30,000 to determine true financial capacity. And here's the key insight. Even money sitting somewhere safe still counts. You can't shield income from responsibility just by not spending it, and that's a common misconception being dismantled in real time. So now the outcome isn't emotional, it's mathematical, and it's about to hit hard.
I have your gross at $7,916.67, net at $6,183.88, based on 2 kids.
That's correct.
Right, 2 children, so 20.63%. That makes your child support obligation $1,275.73. You need to have Melissa help you pay that amount since she wants to go out of town with you.
If I don't have income now, how am I supposed to continue?
Let's see. How much did it cost you to go to Africa for you and Africa?
Do we really have to discuss this matter?
Yeah, we do. You came to me. Yes, you're going to discuss whatever I ask you.
Let's just say, I mean, tops probably around 15.
15 what?
15,000.
$15,000 to go to Africa.
For both of us, correct.
You didn't come in this court and give me a ticket to go to Africa? So, absolutely not, sir. Is there anything else further that you need? Because I have no more time to waste.
Well, at this point, no. I mean, obviously, there's nothing that I can say that's gonna, make the situation better for me.
So in the end, the numbers don't lie. The judge factors in both her salary and that extra $30,000, pushing the child support obligation significantly higher. This case becomes a powerful reminder that financial decisions, especially hidden ones, always come to light in court, and when they do, they can completely reshape the outcome. But here's the real question. Was this ruling fair or too harsh? If this case surprised you, drop your thoughts below, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama.
Mr. Johnson, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Just bringing her to court today to try to increase my child support. We have 3 kids together.
2.
Well,
You have a kid, and we have 2.
I was gonna say we have 2 kids together. She's a realtor. I'm a school teacher.
A
She
little
makes
teacher.
quite a bit of
Ma'am,
money.
could you please let him finish before you
I'm sorry,
keep interrupting him?
sorry.
I
This how
promise
the
you,
whole relationship
I
is being.
promise you,
Sorry.
I'm gonna let her finish.
I
first.
can promise you I will get to you as soon as I'm done with him, okay?
Okay, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay, no problem.
Just like you could get.
All right, guys, brace yourselves. This case starts off simple, but it quickly spirals into something much deeper. We've got a father stepping into court asking for increased child support, but underneath that request, there's tension, resentment, and a lot of unresolved history between these two. She's making 6 figures as a realtor, while he's a school teacher struggling to keep up. But the real question is this really about the kids, or is something more personal driving this case? Stick with this one, because the emotions are about to explode.
Makes quite a bit of money. I'm a school teacher. I only make $50,000. Kids on my insurance.
How much is your insurance?
My insurance is $500 a month.
All right. And it's you and the 3 children on there?
Correct.
Okay.
And I mean, I just need a little help. She helps everybody else, but she doesn't help the kids like she should. The 2 kids that we do have together, struggling in school. I just feel like the amount of money that she pays for all the luxury stuff she has, the Louis V bag, she should put that money towards tutoring for our children or something. I see her looking at me. She know everything I'm saying is accurate, so it is what it is.
Okay.
Any assistance I can get is greatly appreciated.
Okay, now you say you want to increase.
Now this is where things start getting interesting. He lays out a clear financial imbalance, $50K versus $150K, and ties it directly to the kid's needs, which is something courts take seriously when evaluating child support. But then he brings up her luxury lifestyle, and that shifts the tone completely. Suddenly, it's not just about financial need, it starts to feel personal, almost like criticism, and that can be risky in court. Do you think pointing out her lifestyle strengthens his argument, or does it make him look bitter?
I didn't tell him to be a little teacher. That was on him.
Listen.
I'm a
I
hustler.
didn't tell you to
Like,
sell the little houses you sell either.
little houses?
Little houses.
But you taking me to child support court. Oh, okay.
'Cause I need your little. I'm not ashamed to say I need your little money.
Okay, go ahead.
It is what it is.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I got choked up.
I'm sorry too.
Yeah,
Lord.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that
I'm
you got your
sorry.
little
Sorry I ain't
job
got
and you
in-
need my
in a
little
relationship
money.
with you, honestly.
No, I've been told you could handle somebody like me, but you kept at
I
it.
don't want
You knew
to.
who I was.
I didn't get my
You
first
knew
gray hair
who
until I met
was.
you, though.
You knew who I was. You're a whole
I
teacher,
wanna
and you're
forget who
asking
you
for tutoring
was.
for our children.
Yes, that's what they need, don't they? So they can provide
Okay.
their kids with all of this
Okay.
luxury.
Did y'all want me to
Look
step out?
Look how fly she is. I had to go to Ross before I came here and buy this little old get up. Look at her.
Did y'all need me to
goodness.
leave while you all finish?
And just like that, the courtroom turns emotional. She fires back by attacking his career and calling him a little teacher, which is a big mistake because judges don't tolerate that kind of disrespect. But beyond the courtroom rules, you can feel the personal tension boiling over. This isn't just about co-parenting anymore. This is about unresolved issues from their past relationship. The energy shifts from legal argument to emotional conflict. Would you have kept your composure in that moment or reacted the same way?
Because I'm in real estate, you know.
Do y'all
Like,
not get along?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
The
Okay.
truth.
First of all, all this
No,
that she-
excuse me. Wait a minute. Wait a
all
minute.
this that
She
forgot
said
that.
that she was going to give each one of our turns to talk, right?
You
already
interrupted
said
You
said
did
the whole
interrupt him a
time.
couple of times, though.
Okay.
I'm
So
just saying, all
he
this
was
shit
due to
happened
give you
because
one.
Okay.
your ex that y'all used to
Okay.
flip houses, he let you keep them, and that's how your business started. So if you go keep it 100, keep it all the way 100.
Okay.
Okay.
But what did I do?
Not for
To
tutoring.
level up.
Not for
To
tutoring.
level up.
Not
To
for
level
tutoring.
up. To level
Not
up.
for tutoring.
Okay, so you're mad.
I am mad.
Your Honor,
My
the
kids can't
reaction-
spell.
Sir,
My
sir.
son in the 7th grade counting on his fingers. That's
Sir,
embarrassing.
But they live with you. You go to work from 9 to 5.
Well, how about
My
you
schedule
help?
is flexible.
You can
so
help.
on that extra time,
Mr.
what
Johnson.
should you be doing?
Mr. Johnson.
You should be helping our children, right?
Mr.
You
Johnson.
should be helping our children, right?
You said you were going to do the mannequin challenge, right?
Sorry.
So no loud outbursts. Don't be so mad. You're here today for me to help you, right?
Here's a critical turning point in the case. He brings the focus back to the children, highlighting that they're struggling in school, which is exactly what judges prioritize. That's a strong move legally. But then she counters by pointing out that the kids live with him, suggesting he should be doing more himself. And legally, that argument holds weight too. Now the responsibility becomes blurred, and it raises an important question: who is really accountable for making sure these kids succeed?
In one of the houses that she flipped. So what does that say about you?
That he a broke
That I-
little teacher. That's what it
Okay,
says.
well, this, you know what? What
on,
we're going to
Judge.
do,
Come on, Judge.
this is not going anywhere. It's not going to get any better if you all keep going forward. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and order the child support. Now, what he said is true in terms of the child always being with him.
It ain't funny,
It's nothing.
but it's real.
The minute that I flip one house is nothing. That's chump change.
I'm getting ready to flip over this bench if you all don't pay attention to what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so the children live with you primarily?
Yes.
Okay,
In my flipped house.
$150,000 per year.
Correct.
All right, 2 kids. That brings your gross to $12,500. Now, I hope you weren't anticipating receiving all of that $150 for child
Honestly,
support
if
to
she
be
could
based
just pay
on
for
that.
the tutoring for the kids. I don't want my kids to be dumb. I want my kids to live the life that she lived. Traveling and
I
all that.
want my
That's
children to live the life that I
go
live.
pay for them to go to tutoring.
No, how about, Your Honor?
Okay, this is what this is.
Yana was
Hold
talking.
on, hold on.
So you quiet,
Excuse me,
Yana talking.
excuse me. This is what we're going to do. Your gross is going to be, of that $150,000, it's going to be $12,500. She's actually capped. So in Texas, her
Everything she said was cap. Okay.
okay. I don't know what that means,
Like them
but
caps in your mouth.
I'm going to go ahead. Silver caps.
No, he got the white ones. I paid for them silver
Okay.
caps to be removed, and now he got the white ones.
Okay.
Tell Your Honor that.
Well, moving
Tell Your Honor
right
that.
along,
Moving
her
right
net
along.
resources, they come out to $9,200 because she's capped based on her income. That brings her child support obligation to $2,300 per month.
Now we're getting into the legal core of the case. The judge carefully breaks down the income, applies the legal cap, and calculates child support using state guidelines. This is important. Child support isn't based on lifestyle comparisons or emotions, but on structured legal formulas. Even though she earns $150K, the law limits how much of that income is considered. That's why the final number comes out to $2,550. It's calculated, not emotional. Do you think that amount is fair given everything we've seen?
Reimbursing you for the health insurance that you carry for the children every month is $255, bringing your monthly child support to $2,550.
Okay.
God don't like
no,
ugly.
excuse
God
me.
don't
Wait a
like
minute.
ugly.
I
That's
don't
what you
get
get.
paid monthly.
Oh.
It's according to how my houses are flipped. So if I go a month without flipping a house, what? Why did you do this?
You better
No,
turn some
no,
more
no,
flips.
wait a
You
minute,
better
wait a
flips. You
minute.
better turn some
Excuse me.
flips.
I went off what
BGs is
you
hiring. You
said.
better go
You
flip.
said, Your Honor, I make about $150,000. Did you say that?
I did say that.
Right,
Your Honor.
right.
I did,
You did say that. So
The cap, the
that's
cap,
what
the cap,
I
the cap.
based it on.
Shut up.
Therefore, that's what your child support amount is going to be, $2,550. So I hope you can flip enough houses to make that flip some more for these children. Is there anything further, ma'am?
Yes, can I just ask a question? As far as
Sure.
the tutoring, what if I take my children to tutoring?
Like take them in a car?
Yeah, like if I take them to tutoring, can that reduce that? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's-
I don't want her around me.
No, I didn't say you.
To
I
answer
said my children.
the-
You said that your concern
Did you
was
ask
them
me
being-
a question or did you ask him the question?
Okay.
Oh, okay. To answer your question, no.
Yes.
It does not. It has no impact on that whatsoever. Transporting your children to tutoring is called parenting.
All right.
Is there anything further?
Can I go?
Oh, sure. As soon as I dismiss you. Is there anything further, sir?
I just want to
No.
say, Yana, God has blessed me in ways that I
All
couldn't
right,
imagine.
so now
I
you're going to
just,
bring God in this.
I just appreciate
Ooh,
you
so
for
hypocrite. Ooh,
understanding
you
my
are such a
frustration and my pain.
hypocrite.
And I hope
Well,
you-
I didn't make a
hope you-
ruling based on your frustration and your pain. I made a ruling based on what the law said I can do with what's in the best interest of these
Ooh,
children.
broke little
And if there's
teacher.
nothing further, you both are dismissed.
Me and my little teacher money.
Yeah.
So in the end, the judge makes one thing very clear. This ruling isn't about feelings, pride, or past relationship drama. It's about the law and what's in the best interest of the children. She's ordered to pay $2,550 a month, reinforcing that both parents share responsibility no matter their differences. But after everything that unfolded here, you have to ask, was justice truly served, or are deeper issues still unresolved? Let us know your thoughts below, and if this case caught your attention, don't forget to like and subscribe for more courtroom drama.
Okay, Mr. Sanchez, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Okay, Your Honor. I'm want to sue her for child support because, you know, my kids are always with me, and she's always at work. You know, she's always working for the hospital. You know, yeah, we said back then that we could do this together as one. I went so much as far as swapping complete schedules. I started doing overnight shift now, just so I can be there for my kids. She was supposed to be working for mornings, which she was, but she volunteered for more hours, and even when she's not at work, she's just never home. I don't know where she is. She doesn't call us. She doesn't call our kids. My kids are always wondering where she's at, and you know, I myself, sure, she can do what she wants as long as she lets me know where she is for her own safety. But my kids always wonder where she's at.
All right, guys, brace yourselves, because what starts as a simple child support case quickly spirals into something much deeper. We've got a father claiming he's doing everything he can to hold things together, while the mother, according to him, is barely around at all. But it doesn't stop there. We're talking about serious allegations, emotional neglect, and 2 kids stuck in the middle of it all. This isn't just about money anymore, it's about responsibility, presence, and truth. So the real question is, who's actually stepping up and who's checking out?
For days at a time, she's never home. And we broke it off several weeks ago, and only with my income alone, I can't really just do it with just me and my kids, especially that one has autism. I've always got to take her to the doctor and whatnot. And for these past 3 weeks, I have not seen or heard from her, even as so much as trying to help out with the kids or anything. So I can't get it. I'm surprised she's even here at court today.
Okay, when you say kids, how many?
I have 2.
2, all right.
You mean we? Like you?
No, I have 2.
Ma'am, I'm addressing him. So he answered appropriately, and you'll have your opportunity to speak, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so you said you changed your job to...
Right here, the father starts building a strong emotional and legal foundation for his case. He's not just asking for money, he's highlighting a pattern of absence, emphasizing how the kids are left wondering where their mother is for days at a time. That kind of detail matters deeply in court because judges look beyond finances and focus on consistency, care, and involvement. And when he says he's surprised she even showed up today, that's not just frustration, it subtly challenges her credibility. So ask yourself, does this sound like a one-time issue or something ongoing?
I want to come home really, and honestly, I've caught her having some painkillers that I would only assume she's taken from the hospital she works at. She's either on painkillers, or sometimes I'll find needles around and whatnot. So I know she works at a hospital, so she...
Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know?
I just hate that it's really around the kids. The kids find it before I do most of the time.
Oh my.
Yes.
Ma'am?
I mean, I'm not sure where he's getting this intel from.
Now the case takes a serious turn as the father introduces allegations of drug use, mentioning painkillers and even needles. These are heavy claims, especially given her access through a hospital job. But here's the reality. In a courtroom, accusations need proof to hold weight. Still, the judge doesn't brush it off, which shows there's concern about the children's safety if any of this is true. This moment raises the stakes significantly, shifting the case from neglect to potential risk. So is this evidence-based truth or a desperate attempt to strengthen his case?
I believe it is important to him. I don't think that's what he's saying. He's saying that you're not contributing anything.
I mean, I am though. Like I feed them or sometimes, and
You feed them? You'd agree with me that that's your responsibility, right?
She brings them fast food and leaves again.
Okay, but it's food though.
But you don't sit there and spend quality time with your kids. You say, here's food, and leave.
I mean, it's just fine. They can just eat and watch the tablet. Like, why is that a problem?
Because...
So you want to raise a child off of a tablet? You think that's
I mean,
okay?
they have educational stuff. I don't see what's wrong with it. Like, I need to go to sleep at some point in time.
Interesting.
Me, personally, myself, I sit there with my kids, and I open a book with them, and I help them with their homework. I feed them. I'm not much of a good cook, but I do what I can to put food on the table and spend time.
This exchange reveals a lot about parenting styles on both sides. The mother admits she provides food, but doesn't stay or spend meaningful time, relying on a tablet to keep the kids occupied. And that's where the judge begins drawing a clear line. Providing basic needs isn't the same as actively raising children. On the other hand, The father described sacrificing sleep and adjusting his entire work schedule just to be present. That contrast is powerful and plays a huge role in how the court views responsibility. So what matters more? Showing up physically or simply providing from a distance?
Time with them. It doesn't matter if I lose sleep over it. I mean, that's why I went to overnight, because I want to spend time with my kids. I went to
Changed
overnight.
his shift to
As he
spend more
should,
time
he's
with
a
the
dad.
kids. As
but-
you should, you're a mom. The audacity.
I mean, but I have a more important job.
I mean, how many times are you going to say that? I mean, you have the audacity to say that he's a dad and he should do these things, but you're the mom and not doing these things. He changed his shift, why can't you?
Because it's inconvenient to me.
I've actually heard a couple times to where she says, I gave birth to him, it's your job to take care of him.
You believe that?
Yes.
Interesting. Wow. No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You are going to financially support these children, and I'm going to make sure of it today. And you may want to look into trying to do a shift change yourself so you can spend some time with the kids. I mean, obviously, I can't court order you or force you to spend time with them. You want to spend time with the kids. And I mean, considering that one of them has autism, you should want to spend more time with your kids.
I mean, I get it, but it's too much work having a kid with autism. That's why I just leave it to him, because he's better suited for that.
Right, yeah, no. I'm not about to do this game with you. Since you left a month and a week ago, have you given him any money for the children? I don't need an explanation either. It's a yes or no.
No.
Okay, thank you. All right.
She's actually asked for money instead of giving.
And then you have the nerve to ask for money and the kids are with him?
I mean, he has an obligation to give me support.
You know what? I'm not about to play with you. You came here to waste my time because you have the same obligation to your kids. He should not be paying you anything if the kids are with him majority of the time. If they're living with him, if he is the primary parent, he is tasked with the daily duties of caring for these kids. He shouldn't pay you anything.
This might be the most shocking moment in the entire case. The mother openly admits that raising a child with autism is too much work and leaves it entirely to the father. That statement alone shifts everything because it shows not just absence, but a conscious decision to step away from responsibility. The judge's reaction is immediate and firm, focusing on accountability rather than excuses. And then it gets worse. She hasn't contributed financially at all, yet still expects support. At this point, the balance of the case clearly tips in one direction. So would you have responded as firmly as the judge did?
At $5,000, your net is $4,101.87. Medicaid reimbursement based on 9% of your gross is $450. Do you think you can get health insurance through your employer that's cheaper than that for the children?
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
You don't want to look into it?
Not really.
We work for the same company. Yes, she does.
Oh, okay. So this is what we'll do. You just go ahead and pay that, and you can roll your eyes all you want to. I can roll my eyes too. We're just going to have you reimburse Medicaid that full $450. So that brings your monthly child support obligation for 2 children to $1,025 plus the $450 reimbursement to Medicaid for $1,475. And also requested for you to pay back pay for that month and a week that you left and haven't given the children anything. I'm going to grant his request. So you have arrearages in the amount of $1,475. That's to be paid at $25 a month. So your monthly child support obligation, including the back pay, is $1,500. You have any questions about anything I just said?
I mean, I just feel like it should be less. What am I going to be left with to part?
I don't know, maybe pick up some extra shifts or work a part-time job.
Or take care of your kids.
Don't, you know, if she doesn't want to take care of her kids, I really don't care at this point. I just want to make sure he gets some financial assistance.
I mean, but he makes enough money.
And I mean, you make enough money too. So again, do you have any questions about anything I just said?
No.
Okay. You have any questions, sir?
No.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
In the end, the judge delivers a decisive ruling based on income, lack of contribution, and the clear imbalance in parenting responsibilities. The mother is ordered to pay $1,500 monthly, including back pay, sending a strong message that parenthood is not optional. Whether the children were planned or not, the responsibility remains the same. The father leaves with the financial support he needed, while the mother is confronted with the consequences of her absence. So what do you think? Was this ruling fair or too harsh? Let us know in the comments, and if this case caught your attention, don't forget to like and subscribe for more real courtroom drama.